What is the next steps here?
I think just maybe scoring more.
Oh my God! 6'7", he's looking down. Oh shit!
Takes a shot. Oh, a tip by Richard.
You don't see
and
that
he
happen a lot,
scores!
but it is possible.
In on net, scores! Now Michigan scores! A big hit by Long.
Here comes Bubba on a breakaway. Oh, what was that? What was that?
Damn it, Dov. Oh my God! Oh my God! Damn it, Dov! Damn it, Dov!
Backhand off the post and the ring.
Are you fucking kidding me, buddy? There you go. We always say good game to one another.
Buzz, flip it! Look out, he's gonna open net! Oh no! Buzz, flip it!
Sorry, my shit's fucked up, so I don't know. I can't hear anything, but
Yo, welcome back to the PHL Network, everybody. My name is Stumpy Logs in the booth with nobody for now, but we have a special guest coming on for the 8:45 set that is between the Fernie Foxes and the Port Stanley Stachios. But for now, we apologize for the late start on this, but it is D3, the Houston Divers, a new name to the league, playing the longtime PHL D3 Port Stanley Stachios here for your Friday night prospect division fix. Again, my name is Log in the booth, running solo today for now. We take a look at the goaltenders. For the Stachios in their dark green, it's Cosmetic Cat, a PHL veteran. He's been around for a couple of seasons, getting the starter role for this green and gold team. And on the other end, it's going to be, you can barely see him, it's Lettinen, cranking out his white sweater there with the blue pads and blue helmet. We take a look. The starting lineup for both teams is really moving around here. The Divers have JG, Danke, Lettinen, and that guy, and the Stachios have Sky, Union Jack, Price, Savo, and Cosmetic Cat as their starting lines. We're just waiting for one more player to join the Divers. I believe it might be Marcus based on what I've heard, but he's having some trouble joining. On the bench, Pixel Haunts and Buzz Flibbit, both members of the Stachios. Buzz Flibbit, a bit of a PHL legend, as many do know. But an interesting matchup here. I believe these two teams pretty much breaking even so far out of the first day here. And this matchup's just waiting for those last players to join for the Divers. But yeah, we got a great matchup here tonight. 8:45 again. Will be the Foxes and the River Otters for a highly touted matchup to celebrate Pride Month here, the month of June in the PHL. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully it'll start on time here, with the Divers still waiting for their player, which I believe will be Marcus, but we'll have to see. Marcus is a 50% player deemed by the league, so he can only play one game anyway. But I feel like if they have to wait for him in game 2, they could do that as well. The Discord, that scared the crap out of me. We're not going to talk about that one, guys, as we get ready for this contest. Still waiting for one player for the Divers to join. Oh, and now Cosmetic Cat has left the building here, so we'll just wait a couple minutes and they'll be ready to go. Cosmetic is back, and a player we're going to see for the first time in the PHL, Danke D, a West Coast player, getting some ice time tonight for the Divers in blue. Bit of a snipe, you could say, from Al and that guy. Al, of course, the GM of the Divers here. I'm curious to see kind of what this guy has to offer here tonight for the Houston Divers in their blue and orange. On the other side, the first-time Stachios captain Savo is just chilling. Center ice here. Captained a couple teams back in his day, but is teaming up with Ren to captain the Port Stanley Stachios. As we have just a few more minutes here, I think, before the team has to forfeit. They can't get their player to join. I believe it's 50. See what happens. I might let them quick. All right, we'll see. I don't know if that's truly in the rule book or not, to be honest. But we'll see if the Divers can get their one last player here. Other goaltenders for the Divers, they have letting in. I'm not sure who else they have on this team to play goalie. I'll have to pull out the master sheet while we wait here. Ooh, let's see if I have that. But letting in a strong performance in D3 last season, worked his way up to the D3 finals with Canadian gamer Owl once again, and the Conquerors this time, or last time. The stats here. So Lettinen and Greg Miller is, I guess, the backup goalie here. Oh, they have Kai as well for the Divers, so I'm not sure if he's here tonight. But the Dashios, on the other hand, do have, Dashios have, of course, oh no, Lettinen's a goalie for the Dashios, I'm sorry. The Divers have Kai and Greg Miller, just Kai and Greg Miller, so Lettinen on the other side of the ice here. Dashios have Lettinen and they have Cosmetic Cat, so both their goalies are here. Seems like Marcus and a couple others are having some issues here. I think if it takes probably 5 or 6 more minutes, I'm just going to have to, we'll put this back on wait and we'll just skip to the other set here. These guys can't get their players. Unfortunately, there are some server issues with just the game being updated. Sometimes it's not with the PHL servers, but with game like having issues finding servers in general. Some people are having that glitch and they have to validate their game files and all that. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So we'll give it just a few more minutes here. Yeah, so Lettinen on the correct side now for the Dashios. Savo saying first broadcast was live FF. No, it happened in season 1. Way a long time ago with the Fiddletown Fire Ants and the Anaheim Smudge, I believe, were the two teams. One of them forfeited, so we played an exhibition instead. But happens this time around. I'm just gonna bail, honestly, so we don't miss this next 8:45 set. We have a very special guest from the IPL joining us on the booth here for that one, and I don't want to keep everyone waiting for that set, so we'll move if we have to and skip this game. Yeah, Lettinen and Cosmetic Cat still the only 2 goalies in the lobby for the Divers. They may have to forfeit. The captain has said they're waiting for Marcus, but even without Marcus, they're missing another skater and their goalie, so I'm not really sure what the plan is. We'll give it just a few more minutes here. We'll go to a break for a little while. And maybe I can get like some pregame going or something. I don't know. Oh my god. Savo and the Dashios may bag 2 points here. Or actually, it would be 6 points for the Dashios if the Divers actually have to forfeit. You do have an unlimited amount of reschedules. I believe in D3 and D2. I think maybe they're all unlimited, to be honest. I want to say D1 is a fixed amount, but I don't believe that's how often they reschedule. So we'll have to see what. Yeah, Savo says, when would y'all need a reschedule? So you might have to move this for a future contest. For a future date, and we may catch you back here at 8:45 for, of course, our Friday night special. It is the Fernie Foxes and the St. Lawrence River Otters, 2 very, very strong teams in D3. The Foxes captained by Midnight and the Otters captained by Mango. Of course, the Otters selecting Hot Dog Man first overall, and the Foxes had a bit of an interesting draft plan. They actually lost their first round pick, but they got some bulk in the 2nd and 3rd and even 4th round, I believe, which I have joined their GM team recently, and I'm getting to see a little bit of what they're made of, and it's actually a pretty strong team. So strategy by Midnight and his 2 GMs at the time may pay off for that team, but they'll be put to the test with the River Otters, a very, very strong starting lineup with Hot Dog Man and company. So we'll have to see how that matchup goes. I'm really excited for that one. I think it'll be a really good time here on PHL Network. Take a look. Still missing a couple players from the Divers. Yankee D is there. He's there. Thought maybe he just rejoined. So yeah, they are discussing a reschedule here, so we'll probably switch off here in 2 minutes. I'm gonna have to tell them not to stream the contest. Jeez. Oh, good. I forgot to grab my beer. It's probably a good thing, honestly. I'll get it for later. Oh man. That guy suggesting we could also do Sunday. Yeah, the network will be here for that. Who's live on here? Damn, we got 22 viewers. Sorry, guys, it's not going to be a game for you until 8:45 now. It looks like we're going to have to move this contest to a different one. Yeah, there you go, Ash. Thank you. Team fails to appear or is otherwise not ready for a scheduled game after 10 minutes. The team doesn't have 5 players to start the game. Includes both a goalie and a center. So, I don't know how the league wants to handle this. They may be nice here and let it slide and let them reschedule, but it is, I guess, on camera if it counts as a forfeit for the Divers. I feel like if you're on the kind of break of not having enough players, it's probably better to reschedule a little bit ahead of time anyway. Unlucky that Marcus is having some connection issues, of course, but if you have barely 5, I would almost just move the game. Or grab an E-sub, which is also allowed. I believe that's still a thing in D3. So it looks... Oh, I have an E-sub goalie. Well, it's getting a little too late to stream this anyway. We're going to miss the next set. So we're going to be back here at 8:45. Sorry about that, guys. We'll be right back here. Stay tuned. We'll re-ping the PHL. I'm typing this in chat right now. All right, we will be right back from the PHL Network. What a start to the stream. Bye. Everyone say bye to Sabo. There he goes. Bye, Sabo. Bye, White House Tech. Goodbye. And we'll be right back.
What is the next steps here?
I think I think just maybe scoring more.
Oh my God! 6'7", he's looking down. Oh shit!
Takes a shot. Oh, a tip by Richard.
You don't see
And
that
he
happen a lot,
scores!
but it is possible.
In on net, scores!
Now Michigan scores!
Big hit by Log. Here comes Bubba on a breakaway. Oh, what was that? What was that?
Damn it, Duff, stick handle. Damn it, Duff, stick. Oh my God! Oh my God! Damn it, Duff! Damn it, Duff!
Backhand off the post and the rebound trapped
Are
out.
you fucking kidding me, buddy? There you go. We always say good game to one another.
Buzz flip it. Look out, he's in an open net. Oh no, Buzz flip it.
Sorry, my shit's fucked up, so I don't know. I can't hear anything. But yeah, my team.
Go. Welcome back, everybody, to the PHL Network. My name is Log, joined by a very special guest you will hear just a moment for this matchup between the Fernie Foxes and the St. Lawrence River Otters, playing their second games of the season. I'm joined by Sunless in the booth tonight from the IPL, going to kick some ass tonight doing play-by-play, while I get to sit back and do nothing. No, I'm kidding. I'll be doing the color commentary tonight on PHL Network with Sunless. How you doing, bro?
I am doing just great, Log. Thank you so much for having me here, and I'm so excited to get started with my casting here tonight. So definitely be a good one.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of fans in the crowd for you today, as I think we might have the real puck drop. We'll see in just a moment if it's the real one or the fake one with the new pre-game shenanigans that Gaff added.
Indeed, I do believe that we will be getting underway here. Jamal D down against D-Lin on the opening faceoff. Jamal D down's going to win that back over to VXPR, and then they'll take it back into their own zone and carry it back continuously. Pressured by Leland, they'll send it up the boards. Looking for Will, but can't find him. It'll fall to Lane, but that's poke checked away. And we'll go all the way back down to Hot Dog Man in his own zone. He'll send that around the boards for Mango, the captain of the St. Lawrence River Otters, who will hold, slow it down, and pass it up looking for Lane. Tips off his stick, and it'll go to VXPR. They'll bring it back into their own zone. Pressured by D-Lin again as they'll send it back out to center ice, looking for Jamal D down, but that's going to escape and fall to Hot Dog Man. A little bit of back and forth here on the clears. There's no team looking to carry as Hot Dog Man is going to go up to D-Lin, looking for him. He's got a little bit of room to work with here at the blue line. He'll take it back to neutral ice and go cross, looking for Hot Dog, but that's going to go a little bit far and fall to Jamal D down instead in his own zone. He'll send that up the boards, looking for Will. Sent out into center ice by, we'll leave a white jersey there. It's Mango trying to hold on, but poked away, but it's going to get sent back down into the Fernie Foxes zone. And a little bit of a reset here as Jamal D down will go around the boards looking for Prada, and he'll send it up into center ice looking for someone, but nobody quite home, and it'll fall to Lane in his own zone. Lane looking to slow it down a little bit, maybe look for the great play, and he'll begin to skate it up as St. Lawrence looks to get something going here. He'll go across looking for Mango or D-Lin, almost finds him in the slot, falls back to Lane, moving it on goal, score!
What a move there by Lane. One of the prospects that a lot of people are excited to see this season. And just, wow, what a move.
Just able to get on the loose puck. A blocked pass. He follows it up right into the slot. Sneaks it past Luke. And St. Lawrence will take the first goal of the night.
Yeah, beautiful goal there, Sunless by Lane. And he beats arguably one of the best goalies in the division, Luke, for an early River Otters lead.
Absolutely, as he was looking to get right back in for more, though, as Prada will just knock that away all the way back into the Otters zone. And now Hot Dog will begin to skate it up. He does, I believe, lead the division in possession time, so you'll be looking at him to skate that up a lot, I assume, as it's cleared back down into the Otters zone. Now Hot Dog with it, as he'll try to clear, blocked by Jamal D down, as it'll remain in the Otters zone, and now Hot Dog trying to get around, but he's pressured hard by two black jerseys here, as now Prada will take it away, look to get down low, trying to send it in front of Will, but just escapes him, as D-Lin now in his own zone, looking to get out, as he'll send it cross for Hot Dog Man, a little bit of a head, but it'll go across, and now ahead to Mango, behind the Fox's net, back up the boards for Hot Dog, he's able to get it back in deep, he'll stay with it, Mango looking to go into the slot. There's now Hot Dog behind the Fox's net. He'll hold with it, looking to make a play back around VXPR. And now Prada will take a loose puck and send it back around the boards for Jamal D down. And the Foxes will look to reset and get some offense going here. Looking to get a shot on the board as they do not currently have a shot on goal. And now VXPR getting to move up as now Foxes have numbers, but Lane, good stick there, able to knock it back
Good
into the
stick.
zone of the Foxes. Jamal D down in his own zone, looking to skate it up. And he will cross the red line with the puck, given a little bit of room here. He's going to cross the blue line now. Room down the right wing. Looking to get a shot! Deflected down by Hot Dog Man, though. And cleared back out to center ice. And now the Otters will look to go the other way. Dylan looking to spring Mango, but VXPR, good work there in the neutral zone to make a defensive play. As cleared up the board, it's going to fall to VXPR right in front of the net. Deflection! As Joe Dog almost... just a bad turnover leading to a scoring chance, but the Foxes couldn't quite capitalize. As now Hot Dog Man looking to spring Dylan, and it will go all the way down just to Luke, who's going to clear it up and give the Foxes a chance to reset, as the Otters are looking just absolutely phenomenal here in the opening frame. As puck into the Foxes zone. VXPR is going to send it up the boards, trying to escape Dylan. Falls to Jamal D down. Great move there as Dylan and Lane will collide. Jamal D down trying to go across and neutralize, but it's going to be intercepted by Dylan. Dylan stepping into the zone, poked away by Prada, but Dylan's going to stay with it now. Dylan looking to get down low. He'll drop it along the boards looking for himself, but not quite enough to do there. And now Prada will skate up with it. Prada over the red line. Looking to go right down the middle. Prada trying to get around Hot Dog Man, and he just mishandles the puck. Good chance there for Prada.
Look at this!
Shot saved by Joe Dog! Beautiful save, shuts the door on the near side. And now Lane will send it up the boards looking for Dylan. Closed off by Jamal D down, sends it in. Deflection right to Will, but he fans on it. And Hot Dog will pick up the loose puck. And now stripped by Prada. Prada room to work with, shot, and he sends it high. Joe Dog might have gotten a piece. And the Foxes, good chances. Now Will setting in front, deflects into the slot, but nobody there for the Foxes to put it home. And Mango will set it out for Dylan. Dylan trying to get around VX, but poke checked, and now a little bit of scramble and neutral ice as Jamal D down, able to send that ahead, looking to get pressured by Mango, but gonna get it into the zone to Will. Will trying to get around Hot Dog, sends it back up the boards, but he's cut off by Lane, and the Foxes will give them the room. Lane looking for Dylan, but it's gonna escape him and go all the way down, and Prada will be there to pick it up. Although pressured by Dylan, they'll just drop it along the boards for EXPR, and now they will look to get started up as they send it all the way out. Stretch pass looking for Will. Beautiful catch by Will, step to the right wing. Will just sends it in, but a little bit low and wide. Now Hot Dog, looking to outlet Dylan. Almost finds him, but that will be the end of the period, as there did look to be a little bit of a lucky bounce there in Dylan's favor. Maybe a little bit more time. Love it.
I want to bring up these two goalies really quickly. Luke and Joe Dog meeting for the first time since the infamous D3 Prospect Division playoff matchup, where these two goalies collectively made over 160 saves in 3 games. That series was cursed, man. It saw over 12 overtimes. I believe it was close to 14 maybe across 3 games, and these two goalies were fantastic. So seeing each other again here in the regular season of Season 4.
Oh boy, what a story. I hope we're not here for the next 4 hours.
I know.
The puck's going to be loose in the neutral zone, and Lane will skate it over. Numbers here for the Otters. Lane steps in the high slot. Shot on, just puts it wide. Great shot there from Lane. Great look. As now Dylan looking to pressure VXPR in their own zone, but they'll outlet Prada here, and now the Foxes will move the other way. Prada, lots of room here down the right wing. And I mean a lot of room as he skates right in, gets a shot on, saved by Joe Dog. Prada gets the loose puck, sends it back in, and he might have hit the post. Joe Dog might have gotten a piece of it. I didn't quite see. That's now Mango's just going to drop it to Hot Dog, who's going to lift it right past Jamal D down, and Mango will leave that for Hot Dog. Hot Dog, beautiful move there under Prada, but Will is there to support, but that is poked away by Hot Dog all the way to the boards, and now Will just trying to get it in, but cut off by Mango. It's going to fall to Prada. Prada in a goal! Saved by Joe Dog. Rebounded, another save. Prada trying to get it around out in front. Poke check by Dylan. Puck scrambles around, but the Foxes can't get it back to the net. Great saves by Joe Dog and beautiful defense by the Otters. As now Will looking at right back. Tries to stuff it short side. Doesn't quite get it. Puck's going to fall over to the boards. Jamal D down, trying to send it in front, but he's caught up by Mango. And now it looks to be a 2-on-1 the other way for the Otters. 3-on-1 if Dylan hurries up. As Mango stepping into the slot, got room to shoot. Shot, saved by Luke with the paddle. Dylan tries to stuff it. Luke with the pad. He's absolutely miraculous. There's now Hot Dog trying to send it in deep. He's looking for Dylan. Dylan behind the goal line, trying to go back around. Puck is going to deflect all the way back around. Hot Dog, and then cleared out by Prada and all the way down. And the Otters are forced to reset. As now Lane is pressured by Will, and Will's going to come away with this puck. He's going to go back to the blue line, switching out with Prada. Tries to send it in, goes a little bit wide there. Mango going to send it up the boards looking for Lane, but looks like Will might get the edge on them there, as Will hit it against the board. Will. As puck dumped all the way in. Dealin trying to send it in front, but nobody quite there. Puck did get through. I believe it went through the blue paint there. As now Will, pressured by Lane and poke checked all the way back down. Luke will come out to play that. A little bit of a mishandle. A hold and just send it up the boards. Intercepted by Mango. Look out. Here's the Otter. Shot on
Look
goal,
out.
and he puts
Dangerous.
it just wide. Looks like Luke might have been there anyways, though. Now Hot Dog looking to move in. He gets it to the net, but not quite powerful enough for it to be really a dangerous shot, although you never know. As Hot Dog, man, beautiful little juggle there, but VXPR is going to come away with that. VXPR pressured by Mangle. They'll slow it down and just tap it ahead for Jamal D down. He's pressured by Hot Dog. Trying to get around Hot Dog. He does. Lane able to poke that away, but Jamal D down staying with it. Gonna get it around and behind for Will, but Dealin is there to strip that puck. Puck swatted all the way up and out, and it'll fall back to VXPR. Their own zone. Trying to step around Lane. Good stick there from Lane, who's looked great all game so far. As you mentioned, he was one of those prospects a lot of people are excited to watch about, and now I'm excited. As look out, here's Hot Dog, man, down the left wing. Lots of room to work with. Good stick there by Jamal D down to get that away. Dangerous chance, absolutely muted, as Will's going to juggle this up the boards for VXPR. But puck will fall to Hot Dog, man, in the neutral zone. He's turning and turning, looking to get something going here. You know, he'll love to carry that puck if he can.
Oh, yeah.
Sends it ahead here to Mango. A lot of room.
Oh,
Mango
look at
tapped
this
it to
play.
Dealin in the slot, but batted away by Luke. Beautiful stick there by Luke to keep it out of danger. As now Prada looking to skate up. He'll step over the blue line. Little bit of room to work with. Prada down from the angle, but puts it a little bit wide as Will and Jamaldi down collide there. And Jamaldi down will send it way high and up along the boards. For Prada down low, does find him out in front to flex, and oh my god, another chance there for the Foxes, but they just couldn't get the bounce they need. Now Lane's getting it down the left wing, room to work with Lane in on goal, saved by Luke, rebound goes all the way out near the blue line, and
Stepping up on that.
Recover. Absolutely beautiful. These goalies looking phenomenal so far as VXPR steps in the slot, a lot of room to work with shots. Go!
Bang!
Beautiful snipe!
Shot
Right
there.
down the right wing. Steps in the slot, given too much room, sends it against the green. Foxes tying at 1.
We got a gain here, Ace, on the shot. 7-7. Score is 1-1. Viper, also known as Bled, getting the tying goal for the Foxes after they pushed hard on Joe Dog and his team.
As the Foxes will dump it right back and looking for more. Will looking at bat, but it's batted all the way out to center ice.
A note real quick for you, Sunless, and people watching. The Foxes are missing Midnight right now. They are unfortunately not able to join, having a glitch. Oh, look out.
Dealin's going to intercept
Look at this.
in the high slide deflection just back over the behind the net. As that is really unfortunate. It is
Yeah, maybe we'll see
great.
Midnight next game, hopefully, if they can get in. But I know a lot of people are having that issue right now. We got to cancel a match over it, but hopefully they can come back.
Absolutely, it's not good not having your captains. Dealin's going to strip this puck and go right towards the net. Moving in, saved by Luke with the stick. Puck deflects out to Mango near the boards. He's going to drop it for Hot Dog Man. Hot Dog Man looking to step, but poked away by Will. Beautiful work there. Goes all the way down to Joe Dog. Now Joe Dog looking to clear it out. Looking for a teammate. Looking for Mango. Gets a little bit by him, but gets by the Foxes defense as well. But Prada's there to clear it all the way back out and playing some ping pong here between the defensive zones. Hot Dog Man racing to this. Pressure by Will, but that will conclude the period. Nothing comes of that as we will move into the third period, I believe.
Very, very exciting, man. I mean, these two starting goalies for this team, Joe Dog and Luke, again, just electric. And talk about their backups a little bit, which we'll see in the second game. Sun for the Foxes and Donut for the Otters. Two guys that I think will learn a lot from these starting goalies and two prospects you really want to watch out for. So we'll see how they do in the next game. But for now, the third period is underway in game 1.
Absolutely. Shots 8-8, score 1-1. Feels like some playoff hockey here, no?
Oh, yeah. Very back and forth action here.
As we'll see Prada pressured by Dealin stepping behind his own net. Dealin's going to back off, and Prada will look to skate up. Fans on the pass, although it will fall to, I believe you said Viper. I'm going to stop saying VXPR.
I think it's Viper. I think only that, but
with that is Dealin's going to strip the puck from her, as now he's looking to get, but back pressured by Viper again, but doesn't quite fall, and now a little bit of scrum in the corner, just going back and forth here, as they can't get it, and now Viper looking to clear it out, and they will, though we'll fall to Hot Dog Man's stick, which is a little bit unfortunate. Looking to step around Jamaldi down, does get a move around him, but can't quite keep the puck, although Jamaldi down, not able to corral, and Hot Dog Man will come away with it in his own zone, slowing it down. Got a little bit of a two-man wall in front of him, gets around 1, gets around 2, almost gets around 3, but Prada is there to recover a poked stick. Stick poke by Will as puck cleared all the way down. Looks like Will get to this, and We'll just drop it along for Viper. Now Viper trying to send it in deep. Runs over Lane.
Ooh.
And now Prada will just send that in right to Viper. Taped in front, but nobody quite there. And now the Otters will go right back. Dylan clears for Mango. Oh, and he just can't catch it. And a puck falls to Luke and goes all the way down. And now it's Will the other way. Room to work with. They not goal poked away by Joe Dog. Beautiful stick. 2 breakaways, 1-1. And just nothing quite comes of them. And now Hot Dog looking to get around 2 guys here, but doesn't quite. Puck pokes to Joe Dog, but Lane will recover right in front of him. Trying to get around Will, but he's bodied. And now Dylan's gonna have to fight off Prada as he does. And Dylan looking to get over the blue line. Gets it to Mango. Mango room to work, but goes and poked away by Viper. Beautiful
Great
defense.
Chance. Great chance there by Mango.
Absolutely a beautiful chance. As this game is, this does not feel like week 2 of the regular season. I'll tell you that much. As Hot Dog Man looking to get out of his own zone, trying to get around Will, just taking it back and forth here. Does eventually, so he'll just drop it to Lane. And now Lane a chance here. He'll clear it up. He will find Mango down low in the Fox's zone as Mango's going to take it back, trying to stay with the puck. He'll send it down deep, looking for Dylan, and he does find him behind the net. Now Dylan looking to get around, poke checked by Viper, but Dylan able to stay with it, send it back to the blue line to Lane. Lane looking to step in down the wing, moves towards, sends it in front, deflected out, and doesn't quite come anything of it. As sent back across the Mango.
Oh my!
Oh! What a move! What a pass! What a play! And the Otters take the lead back.
Wow, Mango. A play by the Otters there.
Filthy from the captain. A little bit of a forehand, backhand, just the patience to bait out Luke. Wide open net for him. As now the Foxes will look to get it right back. Viper, a lot of room to work with. Sends it in deflection, and Joe Dog with the pad. And maybe the paddle as it gets sent all the way back down into the Foxes zone. Now up Viper in the neutral ice. Just taps it ahead to Prada. Prada looking to get around Mango, and he does. Prada steps on the high slot, fans on the shot, falls Jamal down, sends it in, but it goes deflected wide. Into the corner now. A lot of jerseys will race to this. Jamal down is the one to it. He'll tap it to Will. Will, a little bit of room to work with behind the net, pressured by Hot Dog, sends it back out along the boards, looking for Jamal down. Doesn't quite find him. Jamal's going to send it back around. He does find Will behind the net once again. Tries to send it in front, but hits the back of the net. And now Hot Dog's going to clear it to the corner, but that might go up the boards into Viper. But Viper just looking to cut off the body there. Hot Dog able to stay with the puck, but Jamal down, a good body there to keep it away from him. And now he's trying to get it up the boards, but cut off by Mango. Mango just sending it out. He's got Dylan. Dylan catches to the forehead, but he can't quite finish. Luke, what a stick. Able to get it away from him. Now Joe Dog just gonna clear it right back out. The stretch passes here from the Otters. Mango down the right wing, sends it across, looking for Dylan, caught off by Viper. Wide open net there. One mishandle could have been a little bit of a unfortunate circumstance.
Oh,
now
Jamal.
it's tapped ahead to Will.
Will.
Will room to work, but they not goal.
Oh!
Saved by Joe Dog. What a save! Now out to the boards. Lane looking to step around Jamal. Does get around him. Looking to get past Prada, but Prada, good work there. Prada, just such a good defensive player, as now he's going to tap it ahead to Jamal. Jamal down low. Trying to send it to front, but lifts it a little too high. Finds Dylan instead all the way out. And now Dylan looking to get around Viper, able to sidestep, but poked away from behind by Will. The Hot Dog's there to support. Now Hot Dog down the left wing, slowing it down. But good defense there by Jamal. But Hot Dog able to stay with it. Good work here by Hot Dog, and it's sent back up along the boards. Looking for Jamal, pressured by Mango. Mango sends it across. And now Dylan on the right wing with room to work with. Dylan sends it in front, but blocked away by Viper. Now Lane tries to tap it in low, able to get it to himself. He'll send it across to Mango in front. Saved by Luke. What a save!
Saving save by Luke there. 25 seconds to go, though.
Absolutely. As Will's going to fan on this, and Mango trying to get it in deep, but it's going to deflect all the way to Hot Dog and neutral ice. Hot Dog and Prada collide. Dylan's going to race to this, and he barely beats Jamal down. Just going to dump this in. Finds Mango down low, but poked away by Viper, although out to Hot Dog Man at the point. Hot Dog sends it in low, but closed off by Viper. They'll send it ahead. He's got 2 players. Will poked away by Joe Dog, and he keeps them in it, and that will be it. Otters take the first game 2-1.
What a game, Sunless. A 2-1 narrow win for the Otters. The Foxes led in shots 12-10, but Joe Dog 11 for 12. A great game by him. Solid game by Luke as well, 8-4-10. So, wow. What a game.
Absolutely. 2 great goalies, and you just saw pucks going back and forth across the ice, and it was almost hard to follow at some points with how fast the puck was moving, but
yeah, I
see
mean,
the lineup changes.
Yeah, lineup changes. We'll take a look here. The out of prospect everyone wants to see. Donut in the crease for the River Otters. Looks like they still have Lane, Serbain hopping on for the first time tonight for the Otters. And we'll see if they make any more changes for the guys in orange here. Luke still in net for the Foxes. We'll see if Sun is coming in. I know he's here today, so we'll see if they play. Prada, Viper, Will, and Jamal still on the ice for the Foxes. What do you think's coming here, Sunless, for game 2? Any guesses?
I honestly have no clue. I do see, obviously, familiar faces here coming in for the Otters with Serbain and Donut, two guys I've played a lot with in the IAPL, and two guys who I definitely consider my friends. And Donut, I know him real well. Been great for me personally in IAPL so far. Been an absolute stone wall in net. So definitely excited to see him play tonight in the big leagues, as some would call it.
Oh yeah, I mean making the switch over to PHL it's tough, especially for goalies. But once you kind of get your footing together, it's a blast and a really fun experience. So I'm excited to see how far Donut can go this season with the River Otters. I believe he does have a really strong team here, wearing brown tonight. But yeah, honestly, hard to predict where this will go. I think the Foxes had a really strong game as well, despite the score. Just could not beat Joe Dog, who is a very strong veteran goalie playing a second season in the PHL Prospect Division. I don't know if he went as a D2 sub on any team. I forget if he did. Maybe he did. I don't remember, but I know Luke went as sub for the Somewhere Somebodies in the Contender Division, and it looks like Luke will be staying on for this game. I could have sworn I saw Sun earlier, just right before this game, so we'll see if they do come in. But yeah, it'll be Luke versus Donut tonight, so I think it'll be another really good goaltending battle. And I think these two teams are going to keep cooking here with passing plays. Been really back and forth. Fun contest here.
Absolutely, as I do believe we are seeing no new commons or no new players for the Foxes. I think the only switch I'm seeing here is, I'm not sure this was last game, but I believe Viper has moved up to forward with Will moving back on the back line.
Changes there. Another missing a couple players. Midnight, unfortunately, seems like they still can't get in the game. But I think Midnight is very confident in their squad. So I've seen them scrim a little bit, and they do look really good. And they looked good today. So we'll see what happens here in game 2.
Absolutely, as we are about to get underway for the first frame, opening frame. As Knodel and Jamaldi down up at the face-off circle. Knodel wins it right. So Serbain, beautiful face-off win there. Is now Prada able to tap that back into his own zone for Will. Now Will looking to sidestep Serbain. Good work there from Serbain to keep it in the zone. Sends it out in front, looking for Knodel, but can't quite find him in the slot. Good defensive work there as the Otters try to keep it in. And that's a 3-on-1 the other way for the Foxes, as Viper is going to find this way down low. And they'll try to work it out in front, but can't quite do that, as Gumby's just going to send this out to the blue line. Prada able to keep it in down low. Prada moving towards the net, tries to send it in front, goes through, but doesn't find a stick, as now Knodel's just going to send this up the boards. Looking for himself, maybe, as Viper's able to take that away, as they mishandle the puck, and that's going to go all the way down, back into the Fox's zone. As Will pick it up, and he'll look to get started up, sends it up the right wing, almost poke check there for Jamaldi down, as Jamaldi down, sends it out in front to Viper for the deflection, but doesn't quite find it. As now Will, trying to keep it in low, runs over Serbain.
Slam Serbain
Absolute slam into the boards. Now Knodel in neutral ice sends it across, looking for Serbain, as Will's going to fan on an interception there. Does fall to Viper. They'll get it in deep to Will. Will sends it on net! And Donut's just, I don't know if Donut got a piece of that to send it wide. It might have just been going wide. And now Gumby behind his own net. He'll send this up along the boards, looking for Serbain. Serbain will just tap it ahead, and Gumby will stay with it. Gumby continuing to stay with it. He's going to send it cross, but going to be intercepted there by Jamaldi down. He'll just dump it all the way in, looking for Prada. Prada almost able to catch that, and sends it out in front to Viper, but can't quite find the stick. And now Lane looking to get around Jamaldi down. Lane through center ice. Steps over the blue line, slowing it down, trying to stay with it. Sends it on net, and Luke's just going to send that right away. Easy save there for Luke as it's down low. Serbain looking to get around. Down the board, Serbain gets low, tries to send it in front, batted away by Luke. He had Knodel moving in the back door there. Now Lane, just going to keep it in the zone. But it's going to fall to Will, and he'll clear it out. He's got a person. It's Viper moving it on goal!
Hey! Shot there again by Viper.
Absolute snipe. Finds.
Oh, short side.
With no
Jeez.
angle. Oh. Filthy. No angle, right over the shoulder. As Serbane's gonna get this through to Canodal. Canodal trying to step into the slot, but blocked up by Will and Viper. And now Lane's gonna keep this in low, but stripped by Prada. And now it's 3 jerseys the other way for the Foxes. 3-on-1. Prada stepping around down the left wing, sends it across to Jamaldi down.
Oh,
sends it
Jamal!
a donut flashing across. Beautiful save. As Gumby's gonna send it way hard up the board, and then it'll go all the way down to Prada.
Boy, Jamal
What?
D down. He's an old dog, but he's got some hands, and he tries to score in there. But Donut getting across there, flashing the leather, a bit better on that. Oh, look out though!
As this puck's gonna fall to Viper. Viper right back in for more shots. Score!
That one's tough. That's a tough turnover there by Gumby.
That is definitely tough. As Donut, he reads the shot, but just can't move across fast enough. Beautiful shot.
Gumby, another PHL veteran here, some old hands, but unfortunately they don't work for him this time around, and it's right in front of
As
Donut.
now
It's 2-0.
Viper's right back in for the hat trick.
Oh my!
It's a hat trick. No angle, sneaks
Are
it
you
in
kidding
off
me?
Donut's shoulder.
Holy moly! And those are like perfectly placed shots. I mean, no chance for the goalie at all on those. Just perfectly placed short side shots.
This is Viper as they're gonna get right
Oh
back
my
in and look for even
goodness.
more. They're gonna be poke checked by Lane.
Will
It's gonna
though.
fall to Will, sends it in, but it's gonna get deflected high and wide. Is now Jamaldi down. Gonna tap this to Viper. Viper looking to shoot. Saved by Donut. Almost batted in off the rebound. Now Serbane gonna get to this, but it's poked right back to Viper. Viper room to work with. Shot. Saved by Donut as he gets the pads down. Now Viper holding it behind the net. Tried to send it in front. Jamaldi down, but he can't get a full stick on it. And Lane will skate it up for the Otters.
Yes, on this, it's still early in the game. It's 3-0, but early in the game, so a lot of time for Donut to get comfortable here. But oh, look out!
As Viper
Oh,
right
no.
back in for more room to work with. Shot
Oh, what a
save! Donut
save.
with the paddle! Knocks it Will right through the crease, but nothing comes of it.
What a save by
And
Donut
now
there. He's comfy now.
He's getting ready. He's not going to let another in, if you ask me. As Serbane down the left wing to work with. Shot on score!
Hey!
Otters get one back. Beautiful shot by Serbane.
Down the gut, Serbane. Bang. What a shot there by the
Snipes
kid.
back and forth. The shooters are giving goalies no chances tonight. As, another center ice face-off. Gumby just gonna dump this in. And Will catch that. Pressured by Kanoda. Will's gonna mishandle here, but he's able to send that up the boards. But it's gonna be over Viper, and that puck will fall to Lane in neutral ice. Lane looking to get around Viper. Viper lays the body. Jamaldi down looking to support, and he does get it in, but Gumby is there. Gumby trying to tap at Jamaldi down, but can't quite. Jamaldi down, staying with it, down the left wing. Sends it in front, but blocked off by Serbane. Good defensive work there from Serbane. As the Otters, it's still the first period, and it's 3-1.
It is.
So,
Dude.
Serbane behind his own net. Still lots of hockey to play. Poke checked by Viper. Lane just gonna drop this up the boards, looking for Gumby. Gumby looking to outlet Canodal, who's way up. Canodal, a little bit of a mishandle there. Prada able to just send it right back down into the Otter zone. Now Serbane. Pressured by Viper. They'll get it around Serbane, but Serbane able to keep the body. They'll tap it, but Jamaldi down's there to strip the puck. Foxes looking to get a fourth on the board here in the first. 10 seconds remaining. Gumby trying to clear, but it goes behind Otter's net, but it'll fall to Serbane with just 5 seconds remaining. He'll send it out to neutral ice. Will trying to get a shot in. Deflection from Viper, maybe down low, but nothing quite comes of it. And that'll be the end of the first period, believe it or not.
Yet another electric period here on the PHL Stadium. 3-1. Fox is your score, and I believe Viper does have the fastest recorded hat trick in PHL history now. We'll have to look back at this later and get the exact stat there between each goal. But yeah, 3 goals by Viper, and Serbane answers back, making it 3-1, and Donut starting to get comfy in the crease here. So we'll see what happens for the rest of this game.
Absolutely. As now Jamaldi Down's gonna bat it over to Viper. Viper trying Trying to tap it to Will, but it's stripped by Kanoto. Look out. Otter's looking right at the beginning of the second period. Kanoto steps in the high slot. Good work with shot, and he puts it high and wide. He was looking to snipe that top corner, but couldn't quite find the net. Is now Will behind his own net. Pressured by Kanoto, but he's looking around him. Will skates it into neutral ice, taps it up to Prada, but Gumby's going to be there. Gumby trying to hit it out to center ice. Will's going to get it in deep. Lane trying to bat it down, but we'll get to it anyways. Lane taps it all along the boards for Gumby. Now Gumby trying to clear out, but he's blocked off by Prada. Donut will come out to play this. He'll just send it all the way up along the boards, looking for Kanoto. Finds him, he's going to try and tap to Serbain, but it's going to go to Luke instead. Luke trying to clear, and he does get it out, but it's going to fall to Gumby. Gumby tapping it up the boards, looking for Serbain, but falls to Viper. Serbain trying to stay with it, and he does. Great work there by Serbain. Sends it out in front to Kanoto, and he just misses the puck! What a pass from Serbain! Right across the ice. You don't see those every day. As Serbain here in his own zone, he's got portals across the field, he's everywhere. And Will's gonna tap this into the Otter zone. And I have lost the puck, admittedly. As Prada's gonna clear it, I found it again. Right to Viper, but stripped by Serbain. Now Serbain looking to get started up for the Otters. Trying to tap to Kanoto, but deflects a little bit low. Now Kanoto. Fans on it, sends it right in front to Lane, finds Gumby out high, takes a fat touch, and Gumby can't stay with it, as Prada will now skate away with it, over the red line. Pressured by Lane, good work there, is now Kanoto with it. He'll send it up and on net. Looking for maybe a lucky bounce there, but Luke easily catches it, sends it along the corner, and now Prada's gonna clear it out. He's got a man, it's Jamaldi down, 2-on-1 here, Jamaldi down, moving in, trying to send it in on that beautiful pad save by Donut. Viper looking to get it down low. They're looking for a fourth. As now Serbain up the boards. Jamaldi down. Sends it in on net, looking for maybe Will down low, but can't quite find him. Will out in front for Viper, and it's batted away by Donut or Lane or some kind of Otter jersey. Sent back in, deflection on net, saved by Donut!
Oh, save there. Even his team.
Now it's looking to outlet Lane, but can't quite find him. Now Lane gonna pressure Prada. Prada goes around looking for Jamaldi down. Jamaldi down in his own zone. He's gonna wait, take it slow. Doesn't want to rush it. Gonna dump it in on net, looking for a lucky bounce, goes a little bit wide. Viper there for it though, looking to wrap for the Mishi, but it's batted right away. As now Prada out in front, and it just gets past. And now Serbain, looking to outlet Kanoto a little bit behind, he'll have to turn, and Will get this into the zone. Kanoto bounces it off Will's stick, Gumby can't quite get to it. Serbain trying to get it out, but batted in by Will. Donut's gonna come out to play this. And he'll send it right up the gut through center ice. He's got Lane. Lane, a little bit of room to work with. In on goal. Saved by Luke. Beautiful save.
Saved by Luke.
Lane right to the rebound, but Prada able to pressure and get it up to Viper in neutral ice. Trying to step around Serbain, but can't. Puck falls to Prada now. Prada trying to get around Serbain as well. He'll dump it in. Jamaldi down, but Donut comes out to play. That'll play it up the left boards. And now Lane trying to step around Prada. Can't quite. We go back in. Gumby will come back to play this. 1 minute 40 remaining in the second. Gumby sends a cross for Serbain, but almost falls to Kanoto instead. Doesn't quite fall to any Otters there, as Prada now picks it up, drags it to his own zone, mishandles a little. And he's going to be pressured by Kanoto now, but he's going to go around, and he's got Will. Now Will, along the board, sends it out to center ice, intercepted by Gumby. Gumby trying to get it in low, and he does. Serbain's going to rush to this. Serbain crossed, but blocked off by Prada. He did have a man. Serbain trying to get it out in front, but nothing quite. Now Kanoto keeping it down low. Will deflects it out Jamal, who taps it to Viper. Now Viper looking to step around Lane, and does. It's a 2-on-0 the other way. Viper and Prada moving it on goal! And Donut's able to cut off the pass and clear it all the way out. Serbain looking to rush to this, but maybe Will and Serbain able to get it in deep, but Luke's going to come out to play it. Jotted down by Gumby. Beautiful stick there by Gumby. Lane getting it in deep. Now Lane into the zone, down the left wing. Sends it cross, blocked off by Will. Out to the point to Gumby. Gumby just sending it in. Luke, easy catch there, but it's going to fall to Serbain. Serbain on the angle. Luke trying to get the save, and he does. Almost stuffed in by Kanoto as well. Now Gumby ran over by Viper, and Viper's going to send it up the boards. And now Jamal's going to race this, but Serbain able to keep it in to the Fox's zone. 20 seconds left in the second period. Still 3-1. After an electric first period, we have a scoreless second. Prada taps it to himself along the boards. Over the blue line, a little bit of room to work with. Prada into the ice slot shot, puts it just wide! And now sent around by, I believe, Will. As Prada sends it back in,
Buzzer.
blocked out by Lane.
We may have
Right.
Midnight from the press box joining us. I'm not sure. We'll see if they join and surprise us here for one of these intermissions. But yeah, really action-packed periods on this. No goals this time, but eager to see how this one ends. Oh, there you are. Hello.
You get
Hello.
Midnight. Welcome,
Hello.
Midnight, to the booth.
I'm injured right now.
Captain's on the IR. Things are rough.
So fortunate. There was an announcement made, by the way, in PHL for those watching. I think Vulture is having some issues on their end, which is causing people to not join. But Midnight, how you feeling about these foxes, man?
I really love foxes. Foxes are one of my favorite animals. But another pair of animals is Bleh and I don't know, Prada. They are doing so well this game.
Yeah, cooking.
Prada has looked phenomenal on the defensive line here this game, and I mean, Blez's stat line speaks for itself. Prada sends one in looking for deflection from Jamal D down, as that puck's going to be cleared out into center ice.
And I will have to check, but I think Bled does have the fastest recorded hat trick in PHL history now, so I'll check later.
Down the right wing, shot off the outside of the net. And now Lane trying to keep it in deep, but batted away by Prada. And again, back to Prada's great defensive play this game. As he'll look for a stretch pass to Jamal D down, but he'll find Gumby instead. Gumby trying to send it around, but it's caught up by Viper. Viper keeping it down low, but Serbain trying to get it out. Now Serbain with it. Trying to drop to Gumby. It'll fall to Lane instead. Lane taking it slow. Up to left wing. Able to step around. Down the left wing. Lane sticking with it, but finally stripped by Viper. And now it'll get sent out to Gumby, who tries to send to Serbain in the slot. Serbain staying with it. Tried to swipe it on, but can't quite get enough on that. Now Viper. Sending it up. Caught up by Gumby. Gumby in neutral ice. Just going to send it in deep. Looking for Canodal. Barely misses his stick. Serbain looking to get there. Serbain sends it up the board, but it's way past Lane. Although Gumby trying to stay with them, but Will's going to outlet that all the way down into the Otter zone. Now Donut sends it up. Serbain taps it to Lane. Lane in the high slot moving in. Shot. He puts it just wide. Oh, Lane with a beautiful chance and just can't finish it. Now Jamaldi down. Foxes rush right back the other way. Down the right wing. A little bit of room to work with. Pressured though by some Georgie. Sends it out, but Donut! Beautiful stick there. Absolutely phenomenal stick to cut off that pass. Now Prada in his own zone. Serbain was pressuring, but peels back, although he'll look to get back in on the pressure. Prada able to sidestep him. Sends it up for Will. Now Will gonna get in down deep to Jamaldi down. Jamal looks to loft it in front, does come to the slot, and score! Viper! 4 goals! 1 game!
Greasy goal there.
Absolute, as no chance. And she snipes it far side in that slot there. You think they just lift it right over the stick there on the near side, but just looking to show off a little bit with that shot. Beautiful shot once again from Viper.
Luke's saying he could score 4. I don't know about that one, buddy. But Viper with 4 goals here.
Absolutely, as Serbain steps on the high slot. Otter's looking to get one back. Serbain tries to look for deflection from Canodal, but doesn't quite find his stick. Gumby just going to send it around deep. Now Prada sends it up along the boards for Viper. Viper trying to outlet into center ice, but nobody there. But it will fall to Jamaldi down. Canodal takes an awkward turn. Sends it in deep for Viper. Now Viper trying to set it in front to Will. Barely misses his stick. Jamaldi down, trying to keep it in deep, and he does get it down deep. But no Foxes there to recover. Now Lane trying to slow it down, mishandles. Jamaldi down's going to come away with that. Viper just going to run into Lane. And now jumped all the way in for Will. Trying to send it in. One-timer from the loft pass, but nothing comes of it. Serbain lofting it out, looking for Canodal, but it'll fall to Prada instead. Now Prada turns behind his own net. He'll look to get started up. We'll send it hard back around for Will. Will has to race to this. Up a little bit weak. Lane is going to cut that off, but takes an awkward bounce there, and Will's going to be able to outlet that into center ice, although it will fall to Canodal. So the Otters still have possession. 1:15 here in the final period, game 2. Now Will able to beautifully get around Lane there. Will looking to send it out. And who else was that pass to, but except Viper. Now Serbain around the boards. And for Gumby. Does find him. But he's pressured by Will. Will's going to send it all the way around, and that'll fall to Jamaldi down. Jamal with the puck. Down below. Looking to send it in front for a tip from Will, but I believe someone got a stick on that and all the way out to center ice. Not quite sure who. Prada in neutral ice. Just send it in for Will for another tip, but Lane's going to run into him. Now Lane looking to send it out to center ice. 30 seconds left. Puck cut off by Prada, though Serbain trying to stay with him, but Prada can't quite get all of it. Or does quite get all of it. Now Lane intercepts a loft pass. Lane stepping into the high slot, batted away by Will, and Jamaldi down. We'll leave that for Prada, as Prada's going to skate it out. 20 seconds left in the third period, as the Foxes will look to pile another one on. Prada in the high slot, stepping around Gumby, shot, save! And nobody gets the rebound. Beautiful save by Donut, as Lane's going to mishandle here. With 10 seconds remaining, Jamaldi down, just going to hold on to this. We'll hold, send it in, looking for deflection, saved by Donut with the mask! And Lane will just clear it out, and time will wind down. The Foxes, a dominant performance from Viper. 4 goals. And possibly, and most likely, the fastest recorded hat trick in PHL history.
Yeah, well, we'll confirm that later on. I'll let them know. But yeah, wow, crazy to see that on tonight of all nights, Sunless. And what a matchup we had here with these two games. Of course, if you're just joining us, the Foxes took this one 4-1 with all 4 goals being scored by Viper, and the first game was a 2-1 St. Lawrence victory, a close one in regulation where the Foxes nearly brought it back there at the very end, but Joe Dog made a great save. And I think that's all we got for y'all tonight. I'm sorry we couldn't get the first matchup on the air, but please, if you're in the PHL or you play puck in general and you're having this issue where you can't join, go check out the announcement that our commissioner just made. Just something on Vulture's end for PHL. So hopefully that will be resolved soon. But in the meantime, Sunless, I hope to have you back, brother. You killed it. We'll have to get your voice on some other divisions as well and some more D3 games too. But in the meantime, my name is Log, joined by Sunless, and we are on the PHL Network signing out. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll be back here maybe Sunday, maybe Monday, definitely Tuesday for the Pro Division, where we have some more fun surprises for you guys. So stay tuned. Have a good night.